All right, I think we're live.
Good evening. This is HNN. The Holotable News Network is your not even remotely close to around the clock Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes news, reactions, reviews, theory crafting, and more source. I'm Sir Georges, your host, and today we're joined by my distinguished co-host Celiac Sarah.
Hey, how are you?
Doing great.
Oh no, you froze. There you are. You're not frozen anymore. Sorry.
I just do that sometimes.
I think it was a me problem.
We have a few headlines that are all good character reveal, character related new ability stuff. We've got Second Sister, a new Inquisitor added to the game. Very interesting. From Fallen Order, the video game. We also just today got announced that her ship is coming to the game as the new Conquest reward.
Get ready.
And then we also have some Rebel Omicrons for Grand Arena that will probably seem substantial enough to actually do a lot of good.
Yeah.
More so than what's his name? The new smuggler that keeps everyone prepared.
Oh, Dash.
Dash, yeah. Or even Rose's little thing that's supposed to help out. I think this is gonna be a good set of Omicrons to help Rebels in Grand Arena.
I haven't looked at the Rebel Omicrons yet, so.
They're nothing too crazy,
Mhm.
but like they're not difficult. They're not giant walls of text like Jedi Knight Revan's lead, but they will definitely open up more possibilities for the rebels.
Awesome.
So Sarah,
Yeah.
you get to pick. What do you want to read?
Oh, I don't. Okay, so have you read either of them?
I have. I've read them all.
Okay. So what do you have a preference?
I want to read the ship. The
All
ship's
right.
better. I'll be selfish.
I'm good with that. I'm good with that. Okay. Sorry, I'm making sure you didn't freeze. All
You're
right.
good.
Okay, so second sister. So she is, oh, she's a leader?
She is.
Shows you what I know. Okay, so she has this new Inquisitorious tag, which we know, Empire. Oh, and she's an unaligned force user.
Yeah, there's a lot that you're gonna be that's confusing about her.
Okay. All right.
Even though she's got shiny red sabers and looks like Kylo Ren,
Right.
she's not a Sith, but
She
she is an Inquisitor hunting down Jedi.
she does look like Kylo Ren, actually. I remember
Yeah,
seeing her animation in the marquee event, and I was like, am I doing the right thing? All
yeah.
right. So her basic ability, so much fear. Deal special damage to target enemy and inflict one stack of purge if target enemy is a Jedi, which can't be resisted. Additionally, this attack has a 30% chance to inflict one stack of purge to target enemy, which can't be resisted. Okay. Purge increased effects from enemies that utilize purge, which lasts until the end of the encounter and cannot be copied or prevented. Can I just say, you have a basic here that's called so much fear, and she doesn't inflict fear. Like, I feel
Good
like that's
point.
a missed opportunity.
There is no fear in her kit.
No. Awesome. Um, I don't know what to think about this.
Purge is a new thing that doesn't do anything yet. So don't even worry about it. Just forget it's even there.
All right, cool. So her first specials, Shall I End This? Cooldown of 3. The animation looks pretty cool.
It is.
Deal special damage to target enemy. This ability has plus 150% defense penetration. If target enemy is inflicted with Purge, this ability has plus 100% crit chance and plus 50% critical damage. Holy.
Nice. So
150% defense penetration?
Yeah. So whatever hers is will be increased by that much.
Right. But that's still
That is good.
nuts.
That is good.
Ooh. All
And
right.
in the event, it did a lot of damage for it.
Yeah.
So Purge still doesn't do anything on its own,
Right.
but it allows this move to do more damage for her.
Right. All right. Okay. I think I'm okay with that though, because she's the
Yeah,
one inflicting it,
sure,
so it makes
sure,
sense.
sure.
Okay. Second special, can't run forever. Cooldown of 5. I don't know if I like the animation, but okay.
Just good animation.
You like it?
I, I like it. I don't know anything about her because haven't played the game,
Right.
but she's doing some kind of kiss of death,
Right.
but it's actually just her hands. And then her saber does the little spinny thing because it's a circle
Mm-hmm.
or it's on a circle,
Mm-hmm.
so it spins, and I like that.
All right. I'll allow it. Deal special damage to target enemy and consume up to 5 stacks of purge. If any stacks of purge were consumed, grant second sister critical damage up for 2 turns, and this ability has a 50% chance to inflict stun for 1 turn. For each stack of purge consumed, remove 20% turn meter from target enemy, and second sister gains 10% turn meter, which can't be evaded. If target enemy has 5 or more stacks of purge, stun them for 1 turn, which cannot be resisted. Huh.
So she gets up close and personal
Yeah.
because she doesn't have long range force powers. And I don't like this move, which is why I think that she's kind of lame as a character because it has a cooldown of 5,
Right.
has to have purge to be consumed for her to benefit at all from it. So even to stun the enemy or remove any turn meter or do anything, they have to have purge. And then it's only for a chance of a stun.
And she only inflicts purge
with her basic.
On her basic.
Right.
And it's only 1 stack.
Right. And this is a 5 turn cooldown.
Maybe 30% chance for 2 stacks.
Right. Right.
Yeah, and it's a 5 turn cooldown. Okay.
That's lame.
I'm feeling very meh about this.
Like purge itself is useless.
Right.
And using it up on this ability doesn't seem very good.
All right. Okay, I'm glad that I'm not the only one feeling meh on it. Okay. So her leadership ability, they will never be victorious. It has an Omicron. It's a Territory Wars Omicron. So Empire allies gain 5% offense and Inquisitorious allies gain an additional 30% offense. Other Inquisitorious allies have a 30% chance to inflict 1 stack of purge when using a basic ability, which can't be copied or resisted. Whenever an ally is marked, mark all other allies for 2 turns, which can't be copied, dispelled, or prevented. And then her Omicron for Territory Wars is enemies start the battle with 2 stacks of purge. Jedi enemies can't recover health or protection from Jedi unique abilities. Excludes Galactic Legends. So that's like right to oh my gosh, I'm blanking. Jedi Knight Luke.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Or any of the allies of Galactic Legends. Because it only excludes Galactic Legends themselves.
Right. Oh.
So this would be a good whittle down the enemy team to where it's just the Galactic Legend all by themselves.
Right.
And like there's no qualification to it. Just for the whole battle, Jedi unique abilities cannot recover health or protection. I guess Barris.
Jolie. So I'm curious. So with Jolie, you could still revive an
Yep.
ally,
You can still revive.
but
and you can,
whoever you target isn't going to heal.
they will heal because it's a special ability.
Oh yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. Unique abilities.
Right. So that's kind of limited. So like, see, I'm not sure how often that's going to be beneficial.
That is limited. So then that's not Jedi Knight Luke, because his is a granted ability. That's not a unique. It's just
Right.
like a special.
Even that ability will heal everybody.
Right?
Or Jedi Master Luke with his granted ability that gives everybody protection.
Right. Like that would. I'm trying to think of uniques that heal or recover protection, and I can't.
Barris is the only one I can think of. Even basic Ahsoka.
Oh, would Jedi Knight Revan count? Would his savior count?
His savior, I think, would be a unique. Yes.
Right? Because that's not.
Okay. Right. Yeah. Okay. Yep. We got one.
So does that mean, like, would you die instead? Like, would your character die instead? Or would you just not die, but you just don't recover health? And then you die right away after?
The second one.
Huh.
Because I think they get damage immunity.
Okay.
And so, so that Omicron lead gives Inquisitorious allies
Yeah.
30%.
Yeah. And she's the only one so far.
Right.
So
So right now we don't see it doing anything.
So more are coming.
Right. Enough to even be a squad, it seems like. They're not just gonna make 2 or 3.
You never know.
I think they're gonna. This speaks to me that they're at least gonna make 5 Inquisitors.
You think that they would make 5?
I do.
All right. Well,
Which she's 1, so we got 4 more.
I don't even know who they would be. That's like, I did not play this game.
One of them should be from the Rebels TV show.
Right. That's right. Grand Inquisitor. Duh.
Yeah.
That's the most obvious one.
Yeah, for people that haven't played the game.
Otherwise,
But that means
no idea.
3 more from Fallen Order. So let's say there's a big bad guy. Let's say there's a first sister.
Mm-hmm.
That's 2 more right there.
Oh boy. Well.
Yeah, it's a weird leadership. I'm sure it'll be making more sense later.
Yeah, I agree with you. Once
Like
we actually
marked?
see the marked thing is cool. I was gonna say that. I like that she puts it on all of the allies, so it doesn't matter.
Well, why would you want that?
Well, then you can
Like it makes
target.
it so all of your allies have taunt, basically.
Yeah. Well, I guess yeah. If everyone's taunting, no one's taunting. Just like if everyone's stealth, no one's stealth.
Right.
Whenever an ally is marked, mark all other allies for 2 turns. Yeah, because I guess you're not really controlling who they hit.
Right. They can still. That just lets them target anyone they want.
Right.
There's got to be somebody coming that will make it so, like, if you're marked, then you get these bonuses.
That's what I'm wondering, or something that if you're marked, I don't know. I don't even know what they would do. But there exactly that. There has to be something where once you get marked, like you would want them to be marked.
Right. Right.
All right. Well, her unique ability, everyone is expendable, is a Zeta. Second sister gains plus 50% crit damage. Her special abilities can't be evaded when attacking an enemy with 1 or more stacks of purge. Whenever an enemy or Empire ally is defeated, second sister gains bonuses for the rest of the encounter. So the first one is plus 35 speed. Second is plus 100% defense penetration. So that would be on top of her
Right. For that.
ability.
Yeah, that one move. Yeah.
Right? And then the third gives her plus 50% crit damage. So she will eventually have plus 100% crit damage.
It's a lot of damage.
Yeah. That's nuts.
And that's a unique, not a lead.
Right. I'm not like super sold on it, but I'm curious.
Are you inquisitorious?
I'm feeling inquisitive. I don't know. What do you think?
Right now, I think she kind of sucks.
I mean, she is the only one.
Right. She's like Hunter.
Right.
I think I thought Hunter sucked when he first was
Right.
announced. Which on his own he does. But if he can help out Echo and Tech do more stuff, then he does his purpose.
Oh.
Yeah, I think Purge does nothing.
Yeah.
Helps her out a little bit.
It doesn't even really seem like it helps her that much.
Right?
Like, she gains extra crit chance and crit damage on her first special. And then on the second one, there's some turn meter manipulation and stun.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it sounds like she's going to be a little bit of a control character.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. I'm not wowed.
Her lead gives Purge, but Purge doesn't really do much. So yeah, I'm thinking once we get the other 4 Inquisitoriuses,
Right.
hopefully they make a full squad like Bad Batch.
Well, and I would assume that they would work off of all of this stuff that she's doing.
Right.
Right? Off of Purge and her leadership and...
Right.
I have no idea.
Other option is what if she and a few other Inquisitoriuses, maybe they won't have 5, like you said. What if they become the good allies for Lord Vader that take him to the next level? Because she talked about in her unique when an Empire ally is defeated.
Yeah.
That's one of the issues right now is Lord Vader allies dying. Like I saw an Imp Trooper video, or let's say people are trying to use the Night Sister crew, the Night Sister.
What's
his name?
Kylo.
Yeah. Well, when they die, that's an enemy dying, giving her bonuses.
Yeah.
So if Zombie dies 3 times, she now has all 3 of her bonuses.
That just seems weird to give her a leadership ability. Because you're still going to want Lord Vader to be the leader.
Right.
I guess, realistically, you can do whatever you want with any other. There are tons of characters that are leaders that aren't leaders, so.
Right.
It just seems weird. But I'm curious.
Maybe specifically in Territory Wars, she would be a beneficial leader.
Right.
Kind of like Phasma. Like you'd run a Phasma lead in Grand Arena, not when you've got the other 2.
Do you know how many times I've seen Phasma lead?
In Grand Arena?
Yeah, I'm like, this does not do what you think it does. I'm sorry to tell you. Oh, man. Yeah, that could be the case, though, where, like, you want her as a leader in Territory War, specifically, especially if you've got her Omicron, and then anywhere else, you might not want her as lead.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe. Or maybe she's only useful as a pilot.
As a pilot?
Which is a segue into the next...
To the next segment? Okay. Let me switch here.
Yeah, go for it.
There we go. We got it up. We got the new ship coming in. It's the Conquest reward, if you didn't realize that.
Yes. It's a tie-in to the Fallen Order game. and its name is Tie-In
Because
Interceptor prototype. Not a joke.
if anybody actually knows, because I'm curious, why is it tie in intercept? Like, can't it just be tie interceptor?
Right. Like, and it's a tie/in, so you can say either. It seems like.
Right.
So
Tie and or in
right.
interceptor.
So like you might be from a part of the country that prefers to call them interceptors. But the other side says the tie interceptors because interceptor is too difficult to say.
It's an interception.
The name's a prototype. That's what the prototype part is. This is just a work in progress name for this ship.
Oh man.
They're gonna get to the real name later.
But... Oh man, poor ship. All right, I'm gonna let you read it. I know nothing.
Yeah, that's okay. This is a good ship.
Yeah, you're excited?
Yes. Even if you felt meh about Second Sister,
right?
Her ship, in my opinion, is well worth the conquest reward.
The grind.
Yeah.
All right. I like it.
The TIE Interceptor is an Empire attacker Inquisitorius.
Right.
So they aren't even just labeling Second Sister Inquisitorius, but they're labeling the ship Inquisitorius. So that means we might even get another ship for Inquisitorius.
Maybe.
We
only have one Old Republic ship.
That's true. That was really weird, though.
Poor Eamon Hawks by himself.
Yeah. Why not make another one? That's weird. But, so this ship is synergy suggestions with Chimera.
Right, which makes sense. Empire.
Right. Gauntlet Starfighter, TIE Reaper, TIE Bomber, TIE Fighter. Ones that have not been used. Except for a little bit of the TIE Fighter in recent days.
Right.
But this Interceptor ship basic is LS 9.3 laser cannons.
All right.
Deal physical damage to target enemy twice. If they're target locked, this attack can't be evaded. Okay. So it doesn't do anything itself besides damage.
Simple.
Real simple.
Unlike the name.
Yeah.
Got it.
What's it do? Shoots twice.
Sure, it shoots twice.
Special one, auto thruster maneuvers. Only a cooldown of 2. So you won't need to be using that basic much. Final text, deal physical damage to target enemy and gain foresight for 2 turns. If the TIE Interceptor already has foresight, it instead grants a random other ally foresight for 2 turns.
Okay.
If the enemy was target locked, then dispel the target lock on them and deal 50% more damage.
Okay. So
what you think?
I like it. My complaint here is the animation makes it look like an AoE.
Right.
And it's not an AoE.
I didn't even think of that.
I just saw the animation. I was like, that looks fun. And I'm like waiting for like the big thing to happen. I'm like, oh, there's nothing. Okay.
You're right.
I do.
But go ahead.
I was going to say, I like that you get foresight. I like that somebody else could get foresight.
In ships, that's huge.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And it's only a cooldown of 2.
Yeah, that's massive. You can go between the basic and this or the other special.
Yeah, there's another special.
Okay.
Yeah, this is a good one. And if somebody else does something with foresight to where Interceptor has foresight more than just herself giving it to herself, then you can often get foresight on your team which is huge.
Right. Right.
She's got 2 abilities that are affected by target lock, but she herself does not do target lock yet.
Okay, so she needs somebody to do it for her. Got it.
Okay, here's her second special.
Mm-hmm.
Cooldown of 5, very long time.
Mm-hmm.
This one, realized the last one wasn't an AoE,
Mm-hmm.
so then they just start spraying bullets to try and hit everybody.
Yeah.
You see that animation?
Yeah. Is it an AoE?
It is. It is.
Okay. It's not a
But
bait and switch
the
here.
ship stays where it is to do this AoE. Deal physical damage to all enemies and gain Ruthless,
Okay.
which can't be copied, dispelled, or prevented, and give target enemy and all Jedi enemies pursued target until the end of the encounter.
Hmm.
So you get a buff or whatever it's going to be, status effect or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
They get a debuff. Whenever TIE Interceptor uses an ability, if the target did not have pursued target, the debuff,
Mm-hmm.
then the buff Ruthless expires on the Interceptor,
Okay.
and the pursued target from all remaining enemies is removed.
What?
The TIE Interceptor can ignore taunt when targeting pursued targets.
Okay.
Yeah, so all that block of text is just saying once you pursue somebody,
Mm-hmm.
you have to hit them, or else if you ever stop your pursuit by hitting somebody else, then they lose the pursuit and you stop being ruthless,
Right.
which makes sense.
Right, because you would be ruthless when you're pursuing
Yeah.
somebody.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool.
Okay.
Now the ruthless, unlike purge, which doesn't do anything, ruthless and pursued target both do stuff.
Sorry.
Ruthless as above gives, as a buff, gives 15% critical chance to the ship,
Mm-hmm.
20% critical damage to the ship, and plus 30% offense.
Right.
So now this is a heavy hitting ship versus a pursued target who's pretty much marked.
Oh.
So you can't get away from it.
I'm
because
sorry.
Go ahead.
I just realized she's doing it to the target enemy and all Jedi enemies.
Right.
So you could theoretically have an AoE pursued out on the board.
And it doesn't get dispelled. It's until the end of the encounter.
You
So
go
they just all
after
keep it.
whoever you want.
Right.
Looking at you, Anakin.
Yes. Yes. I think that they've designed her to be a negotiator killer.
This is ridiculous. Okay.
Yeah. So she can open up start of the match, go ahead and put pursue target on everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And now Anakin's fair game.
Yeah.
Now pursued target, when they have that debuff,
Mm-hmm.
when the TIE Interceptor targets that unit with an ability during the Interceptor's turn, the Interceptor gains 40% turn meter. The Interceptor must target a unit with pursued target or a taunting unit,
Mm-hmm.
and can ignore taunt effects by other enemies to target the one with pursued target.
So basically, you're speeding them up when you.
No, you're speeding yourself up.
Are you speeding yourself up or the
I think
unit?
so. I think that when you're pursuing them, you gain 40% turn meter.
Okay, because I read that as they gain 40% turn meter.
Right. Yeah. That's because they used a bunch of.
They used a bunch of its instead of
Yeah.
being specific, like
Right.
classic CG.
Right.
Please
Yeah.
clarify.
So what they wrote, the Interceptor targets this unit with an ability
during
its
turn.
I think the it is the Interceptor.
Right. Yes. So
when
then
the Interceptor, you're right.
Otherwise, they used it twice for two different nouns.
Right, exactly.
They
So,
need
yeah,
a copy editor over there. Oh man.
Right. Yeah, so I think that the it is referring to, because the only one that he's going to be targeting during any turn is on his own turn,
Right.
her own turn.
Right.
So she's the one that's going to gain turn meter. So that means you've got that 2-turn cooldown special.
Right.
And that AoE, or that 2-turn cooldown that gives foresight, that AoE. And when you can ignore the taunts to target Anakin,
mm-hmm.
and you're getting 40% turn meter every time you hit him,
mm-hmm.
she should be able to go often and wipe them out quickly.
I like that.
I like it a lot.
I like that.
Then she has her hardware,
mm-hmm.
so her reinforcement ability. If all allies are Empire, Inquisitorius, or Sith, dispel buffs on all enemies and apply target lock and buff immunity for 2 turns. Dispel debuffs on all Empire, Inquisitorius, and Sith allies.
That's her reinforcement.
Yeah. An AoE, dispel, target lock, and buff immunity. And an AoE cleanse on allies.
Yep. That's
nice.
That's
a pretty good one. Yeah. That's a pretty good one.
Yep.
That buff immunity, fighting Anakin, like you mentioned,
mm-hmm.
if they've got that thing where unresolve, whatever, where they
that loyalty nonsense.
Yeah. Unending loyalty.
Yeah.
Well, that buff immunity keeps them from going stealth.
Right.
So you can keep targeting them once they have triggered that.
Mm-hmm.
And the days that Negotiator does,
yeah,
you can get rid of that right away.
I like that.
Then she has a unique on top of the 3 specials in the hardware, or the 2 specials, basic and hardware, whatever. Here's the unique prototype design. Whenever an Empire, Inquisitorius, or Sith ally reinforces, the Interceptor gains foresight.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever Interceptor critically hits an enemy, if all allies are Empire, Inquisitorius, or Sith, then the allied capital's ship then gains 5% turn meter.
Oh boy.
So every time you reinforce, she's getting foresight.
And what did it say about foresight?
When she uses her special and she already has it, she gives another ally foresight.
Yep.
Now the capital ship gaining 5% turn meter,
mm-hmm.
with the synergy they mentioned for Thrawn's capital ship,
mm-hmm.
means that you might have been in a matchup before where Thrawn couldn't get his annihilate sooner than an enemy doing whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But now you can, depending on how many critical hits she gets.
Yeah. Wow. That's good.
Isn't it?
I like that.
And if her AoE does 3 to 5 critical hits, that's feeding the capital ship.
I hate ships, and I like this ship. Yeah, I like that.
Right?
So, okay. So this is what I wanted to point out, because this is the conquest chase. So this is the reward for the next 3 months in conquest.
Right.
And some people have been feeling very meh about it being the conquest reward. And I think it's just important to remember that Razor Crest was the conquest reward well before Executor was announced.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, you needed Razor Crest, and people didn't have him because they never finished Conquest. So
Razor Crest was needed for Executor?
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
finish your conquests because you don't know what's coming.
Good point. Which I was gonna say it later, but the different characters they've been releasing seem like they're building up. Like I thought they were just having fun going in a video game direction. But now that we have a whole Inquisitorious faction that's going to come to the game, I think even though we got Starkiller as a legendary journey,
Right.
whatever
it was.
Right. We are going to be getting a new Galactic Legend that's part of a video game.
You think so?
I do. And that Galactic Legend, the theme of it is going to be extended universe video games and whatnot. So they're going to need Dash,
all of these.
Mara Jade. Yeah, all those ones. Plus Starkiller.
Oh my gosh, could you imagine if it needed Starkiller?
I bet it will.
Hoy.
I mean, a lot of the other ones need legendaries.
Right.
And then 4 or 5, let's say 4 Inquisitoriuses.
Yeah.
That's 9 characters
plus
this ship, which they always like to put a ship in with the Galactic Legends.
Yeah, they do.
And this is the ship that you just mentioned you're going to want later.
You're going to want this. Because this is the thing, right? Like, you have it for 3 conquests, and then the next thing comes out, and that reward gets decreased from the one beforehand. And then the one comes out after that, and then that reward goes out of the boxes entirely, and you're only able to buy them off the scavenger nodes if they're there.
Right.
So you're limiting the likelihood of you finishing the ship if you haven't already finished it. Like, there were so many people who didn't have Razor Crest finished.
Right.
So, yeah, I think that's something people need to keep in mind.
Yeah. And I'm going to be working on this ship and all the other released characters.
Yeah.
Because I think a Galactic Legend's coming.
I mean, they're due to announce one.
And this might even be why they... Remember how they separated? They're like, we're not going to do pairs anymore.
Yes.
At the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Even though Kenobi and Lord Vader could have been a pair, they still fit that structure.
Right.
I think this is going to be one Galactic Legend that doesn't have a partner. Doesn't, like, if it's a dark side, it doesn't have a light side partner.
There's no counterpart to it.
Yeah. But that's fine now that they have this new cadence.
Well, and they can totally change it, right? Like, they can come out and be like, yeah, we said that originally, but we're not going to do that anymore. This will let us give you more Galactic Legends or whatever. Because they don't have to be paired. I thought what you were going to say, and this is something that I've been hemming and hawing over, but also something that Pico and our guild has been preaching. We're getting a lot of Empire love right now. Like, a lot of Empire love. That this could mean that we're going to be getting a new territory battle. And it would be Endor, theoretically.
That'd be cool.
And he's like got like the whole thing, like the special mission, he's in it. He's developed this. It's great.
Conspiracy map.
Oh, it's great. And it actually all makes sense. Like, when you look at it, you're like, yeah, I could see how you got here. So that's what I thought you were gonna say. But
no, I see that too. No, that's not what I was thinking. But yeah, I think that could happen too.
Galactic Legend and a territory battle. Why not both?
Yeah. Yeah. They
Ah,
have been releasing a lot of territory battle Omicrons
yeah, they have. They have. You're
that
absolutely right.
aren't needed at right now.
Well, and this is the thing. Like, what do you do with them? They're exactly what you said. They're not needed.
Yeah, like if you can win without like these dark side Omicrons,
Yeah,
when a lot of people can beat the dark side just fine, just a couple relic characters and you're good.
right. And it's light side that's the problem, and light side we can't finish because of ships.
Right.
Like just mathematically, it does not work.
Right.
Um, so maybe they will give up on that for now.
Yeah. Now,
Hmm.
in the update today,
Yes.
the Empire love is not done,
Yeah. Let me go find the update.
nor is the Interceptor usefulness done. With the Interceptor, TIE Advanced X1 is getting a touch up.
Yes.
So Vader's ship.
Yes.
So with the
Where did this
new
go?
update, Vader's ship has a new line of text added to his unique, which is that at the start of battle,
Mm-hmm.
if all allies are Empire, Inquisitorius, or Sith, and the TIE Interceptor is in reinforcements, Allied Empire capital ship cooldowns are reduced by 1 to start the match, including call reinforcement.
Oh.
Yeah. So you have to have Interceptor not on your main squad. That is a reinforcement. But when you do that, your very first capital ship move can be to call in the Interceptor.
Yeah.
So let the enemies do whatever they want. Like Negotiator can daze your whole squad.
Mm-hmm.
And then Chimera is still going to go soon, maybe not before all your ships, but still soon, and bring in Interceptor. Get rid of the Valor buffs on the enemy Negotiator.
Mm-hmm.
Get rid of the days on your allies.
Mm-hmm.
Do that AoE. Everyone's got the pursued target, and you're set. That's going to be an easy win.
That's cool. I like that. So, and theoretically, okay, hang on. This new line for Vader's ship,
Yeah.
advanced targeting system, is that his, like, is that a unique?
I think it's a unique.
So does he need to be on the field for it
At
to
the
be
start,
active?
yes.
So you want to start with Vader plus 2 other ships and have TIE Interceptor in your reinforcements.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yes.
I like that.
Yeah, I do too. And it also decreases the cooldown of Thrawn's Annihilate.
Oh, so you're going to get there even faster.
Yes.
With all abilities.
Right. So even if you didn't get the benefit from the turn meter that critical hits from TIE Interceptor gives,
Mm-hmm.
you're still going to be a whole turn sooner getting your Annihilate off just from this one line of text they added.
That's insane.
It's going to change the way Chimera feels as a capital ship completely, I think.
And I really like Chimera, so, which is funny because I don't like ships, but yeah. And I mean, like, realistically, because like this is the one thing that people have been saying is Second Sister's a marquee, so by the time you get the ship, you'll probably still, if you're, unless you whale, you'll probably still only have her at 3 stars, maybe 4 stars, like depending on what happens here.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of people are like, oh, but like the ship's going to be useless because she's not going to be 7-star. She doesn't need to be 7-star for the ship to be in reinforcements, and then you call it for reinforcements.
Right.
Doesn't matter. It's still going to do what you need it to do.
Right. Or the foresight.
Yeah.
That's not affected by damage or health or
No.
who cares whether
Yeah.
she's a high star. You're still getting foresight.
Yeah.
You're still putting these debuffs.
Wow.
No, I think she'll be worth it.
That's fun. I like that.
Yeah, I think it'll be good.
Okay. I want to look at, if we're good with this, Leia's Omicron. Because I didn't
Sure.
look at this.
I think we need Akbar's first.
Do we need Akbar's first? Snack
Well,
bar?
no. You
No.
you can do Leia, then I'll do Akbar.
All right.
But yeah, this last thing I want to say about the ship.
Mm-hmm.
I am curious whether they'll be able to do anything. Because what will make this really a good conquest reward
Mm-hmm.
is if it somehow changes the ship meta with being so lopsided.
Yeah.
If the Interceptor could somehow make Chimera compete against the Executor, now we're in business.
But didn't they say that it's not going to compete against Executor?
I didn't read the insights.
I thought that's what they said.
I didn't read it.
Maybe I'm imagining it. I didn't read it too much because I didn't want to spoil anything for myself. I think that's what they said. Let's go on a little adventure here.
Yeah,
and
I'm
see.
taking a little look. Oh, okay.
What?
I'm still not used to them giving these developer insights.
Yeah,
But they are really helpful most of the time.
I know. And
Like,
I
it's a
never
great-
read them.
It's a great thing they're doing.
I never read them.
We should definitely start looking them over and adding it to our kit reads.
Right? Okay.
So they say that this is the second highest speed ship in the game.
Oh. So the only one faster would be TIE Fighter, right?
I think so. Or is TIE Fighter faster than fives?
I'm pretty sure.
Well, then, yeah, which is a big deal.
I'm completely just guessing here, but I want to say yes.
That's a big deal for this to be the second fastest.
Mm-hmm.
They also say that the it
Mm-hmm.
does refer to the Interceptor.
Why wouldn't you just put that in? Like, can you just use clear language, please?
I don't know.
Okay.
The Vader's ship must be on the field at the start of battle to get the cooldown benefit.
Yep.
So we assumed most of everything that was right, but they do explain it for us. So that's good.
Okay. So TIE Interceptor under Chimera should not be one-shotting Executor defenses, but should now have all the tools needed to challenge many of the fleets in-game.
Where do you see that?
That's right at the top under basics. The basics.
TIE Interceptor under Chimera shouldn't be one-shotting Executor defenses, but should now have all the tools needed to challenge many of the fleets. So shouldn't do anything against Executor, but should beat a negotiator.
Right. I mean, the kit doesn't read like it would do anything against Executor anyway.
Right. Well, I was just hoping, like, if you could get your Annihilate off really quickly,
Yeah.
if,
You could get rid of Houndstooth theoretically.
right.
Right.
And if you bring in the Interceptor
Mm-hmm.
to get rid of the tenacity up
Mm-hmm.
real quickly. Yeah, I was just hoping.
I don't blame you. The Executor meta is very tiring, and I'm over it.
I'm so over it.
I spent so many crystals and so much actual money to get that friggin' ship, And I'm
Right?
done. I don't
Right?
like it anymore.
I will fight people with slower ships and fewer stars, and I'm
Yep.
on offense
Yep.
and still somehow end up I can't hit who I want to hit. They're taking out my Razor Crest before I take out theirs.
Yep.
What is happening?
And like honestly, sometimes I just put it on auto because I'm so frustrated, and auto like plays it better, and you're just like, how? You've been targeting Houndstooth the whole time. How did this
Yeah,
happen?
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
ugh. Anyway.
yeah.
Okay, so
Go ahead with Leia.
let's
Yeah.
read. Let's read. So Leia gets an Omicron on her unique ability. So for reference, it used to say whenever she attacked, she would recover 5% health and 5% protection, and had a 55% chance to grant all allies critical chance up for 2 turns. So that is still happening. Now, when you give her her Omicron for Grand Arena, it says that whenever she attacks, she has a 55% chance to grant all rebel allies retribution for 2 turns, and a 55% chance to grant all rebel allies tenacity up for 2 turns, and all other rebel allies recover 5% health and protection. Huh.
Yes.
That seems like a very steep investment for a 55% chance.
Yes, but her basic gives you like up to three opportunities for it to trigger.
Right. Yeah, that's
So
true.
there's a good chance that when she does her basic attack,
Yeah.
you're at least gonna get retribution for 2 turns triggered once. And you're at least gonna get the tenacity up triggered once.
Right.
And then the healing part
Could
is a
happen.
guaranteed for every attack.
Right.
So if you get lucky and her basic triggers 3 times, that's a 15% health and protection recovery.
Right.
But you're right. It does sound like a steep investment.
Okay.
If you did not have Akbar's Omicron.
Right. Which, okay, so let's find Akbar's. Here it is.
So she's the same as she was.
Mm-hmm.
You know, she's got that cool little trick of going into stealth, getting full turn meter,
Mm-hmm.
and then using her basic again, which now does much better stuff for you.
Mm-hmm.
Akbar's lead got a Omicron, and it still does the speed boost, little tenacity boost, and whenever an ally uses an ability that's not an attack, they call a rebel ally to assist.
Right.
While in Grand Arenas, at the start of battle, all allies start with tenacity up for 2 turns.
Okay.
If all allies are rebel, then when an ally's buff expires, they gain 3% turn meter. In addition, if all allies are rebel, when an ally uses an ability that isn't an attack, recover all allies' health by 5% and call the other 2 weakest allies to assist, and reduce the weakest allies' cooldowns by 1. So pair these together.
That's a lot of healing.
It is a lot of healing. Leia's very weak.
Yeah, she
So
is
you
very
can-
weak.
And you can manipulate it. Like this is,
Yeah, 100% you can manipulate this.
yeah, you can say, okay, I'm going to mod these 2 characters to be weakest.
Mm-hmm. The same way you do with Chewie providing guard.
Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly. So you can have Leia assisting every time Akbar uses his specials,
Mm-hmm.
or when Chirrut puts tenacity up.
Mm-hmm.
And when you do that now, you're going to have 3 allies assist.
Yeah, you're right.
1 random, 2 that are weakest. Those 2 weakest, Leia, are going to have their cooldowns reduced.
Mm-hmm.
So if, let's say, Akbar does his tactical genius cooldown of 3.
Mm-hmm.
He's now calling Leia. So he is giving everybody that buff, as well as calling 3 allies to assist, healing everybody, potentially 20% health and 15% protection,
Yep.
and dealing a lot of damage for a non-damaging attack.
That could be just a really annoying timeout team.
Kind
Because they're just going to keep
of
healing.
like Mon Mothma.
They're just going to keep healing.
Right.
Oh, man. That's interesting.
And what I would want to do.
But that's 2 Omicrons you have to spend.
That is true. Again, yeah, you're right. Even now, like they sound like they'd be fun together.
Mm-hmm.
But if you don't have them relicked already, it might be a steep investment for not a lot of return.
Right.
But I don't know.
Huh.
We'll see. We'll see.
I am curious.
What I want to do is make Akbar your weakest,
Mm-hmm.
as well as Leia.
Right.
But then we need some other rebel. I think I heard Fulcrum is a good one to trigger this as well.
That wouldn't surprise me.
So, because if you can get Akbar has 2 great specials.
Yeah, he does.
A
You get
cooldown
it's
of
a
3.
trap cooling down as well.
Right. If you can get those 2 where he gets it cooled down, like let's say, okay, he's 1 of 5. Leia's 1 of 5.
Mm-hmm.
When Leia goes, he can have it reduced. And let's say you have one other ally triggering it to reduce his cooldowns.
Mm-hmm.
I think you could get it to where he never has to use his basic. He always gets to use his cool specials. And when he assists with his basic, he gives himself 55% chance to gain 45% turn meter.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a turn meter train that will be hard to stop.
I'm curious. I'm curious about it, but I don't want to spend 2 Omicrons.
I'm tempted. I'm hoping I'll fight somebody
Yeah, that
who
has
will
it.
kick my butt with it. Yeah. They need to put it on defense just so I can see how it plays.
Yeah. A lot of these things sound so good on paper too.
Yeah.
That's my hesitancy. Although
Have you played the Qui-Gon Jinn team?
On defense? Like, have I faced them?
Yes.
Yes, and they're annoying.
It's devastating. Yeah. I instantly bought that one whenever I saw that.
I used them on offense not even a handful of times. I think I've used them on offense 2 or 3 times, and it's been great every single time. I usually have them on defense just to be annoying.
What about the Zam Wessel?
I have not gotten that one yet, but I think it's going to be my next one.
Have you fought it?
Yes. And I always take CLS. Like, it draws out CLS from me every single time. Which is exactly what you want to do with something like that, right? Like,
right.
If you're having someone use their CLS on your bounty hunter teams because you want them to, like for me, I'm like, okay, well, if I kill Zam, they lose all these bonuses because it's on her unique.
Right.
So the fastest way for me to kill Zam and guarantee I kill Zam is for me to take CLS in.
Right.
Especially like depending on the comp, but that's exactly what you want to do with these Omicrons, I think.
Have you been enjoying Grand Arena?
I have.
I love it with these new Omicrons.
I've been getting my butt kicked, but I have.
I love it now that the crystals are there.
Mm-hmm.
Now that they've got Omicrons, changing it up to where it isn't just who has the more galactic legends.
Yeah.
It's much more fun now.
I actually made myself insanely uncomfortable today, and it might backfire on me. We'll see. But I set 3 of my 4 Galactic Legends on defense. So
Ooh.
it might backfire on me.
Ooh.
But it might also work.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's what the new Grand Arena is for me now. I'm like, I'm just gonna be more aggressive than I should.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
The let's see. I was gonna say something. Grand Arena. Nope. Lost it.
It's gone.
I have no idea. Yeah.
It'll pop back in maybe randomly. I feel like, you know, the big topic was this new ship, this marquee.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think there's anything negative.
No.
So, do you want to go into I Love You, I Know?
Yeah. Let's do it. Our I Love You, I Know segment we include because it's easy to get jaded by this game. But there's a reason why we're still playing it after 6 years.
Oh my goodness.
So that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
So each show, like I was so much younger when I started this game.
Didn't have gray hair. Oh,
Yeah.
man.
So each show we'll talk about things we enjoyed over the past week or two of Galaxy of Heroes.
Mm-hmm.
Let's start with you, Sarah.
So it hasn't happened yet, but I'm super excited that Conquest is coming back on Monday. I've missed it.
It's such a dull week without it.
And next week is like the Holy Grail. We get Conquest, we get Grand Arena, we get light side territory battles. It's just gonna be a busy, busy, busy time.
It'll be good.
And
It'll be good.
yeah, and it's all new feats. I mean, some of them are recycled, but it's new feats, new reward. It's a new puzzle to figure out. This is the best part of Conquest, is figuring out the new puzzle. So I'm excited for that. What about you? What are you enjoying?
So my I Love You, I Know would have to be that for the first time in a long time, I got first place in this week's Grand Arena.
Oh, stop.
Which
Go on.
first place,
Yeah.
which is a huge crystal payout.
Yeah, man.
Like, so the first, I don't know what week we're in, but I've been doing pretty badly. Like 1 win, maybe 2.
Mm-hmm.
One time I think I have gotten skunked and got 0 one time. 8th place is just horrible.
Yeah, I hear you.
But when you win and you get 900 crystals in your inbox, like, oh my gosh. And then, like we did the math before,
Yeah.
you're getting that 900 crystals, plus you're guaranteeing you aren't in 8th place. So you can add on to that tally whatever the 7th place crystals are. So every time I won, I was like, dude. And then when I got first place, so for the week, I must have gotten like 5,000
That's ridiculous.
crystals. Yeah.
It's
From Grand Arena. It was great.
like, I'm sure you've noticed this. I've noticed like my crystal intake has skyrocketed, even with not going like three wins in a week. Like even if I lose 1 or lose 2, it's still way up there.
I think mine is improving slightly. It hasn't skyrocketed for me because now that I don't have to worry about Arena, I've also could care less about Ship Arena.
Oh yeah, that is
So
the
that's
one thing
where-
I've noticed is I forget my Ship Arena now.
Yes.
Like,
So I'm
oh.
getting screwed there a lot. Yeah. Because that scale is broken. Like if you get 11th place, you only get 100 crystals.
Yeah, it's nuts. It's
Yeah.
gross.
Like you have to be top 5 to get any.
It's gross.
Yeah.
I
But yeah,
used
first place.
You'll love this. So I used my Imperial Troopers in Grand Arena. Like I've been using them like crazy, and they're not
They're the
even
best.
done. They're not
They're
even
the
so.
best.
First of all, they're not even done. Second of all, they're not even modded right. Like I haven't figured out their turn order properly.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is just so much fun. You're not doing anything properly yet, but I'm friggin' loving it. So,
Literally, if your Piet is faster, whoever goes first, if they're
Yeah.
faster,
yeah,
you can hit it on auto and win a lot.
it's amazing. I was like, my Dark Trooper's still 6-star, gear 11. And I'm like, and he's
Yeah.
hanging out and just like,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm here. And he doesn't go
Yeah.
anywhere. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, cool.
It's beautiful.
Man, so much
Good.
fun.
What'd you beat with it?
I don't remember, but I
Ah.
friggin' loved it. I was like, this is great. Like,
Right.
but I've done it multiple times now where I'm like, I'm pretty sure I can. And the thing that I'm liking with it is, or the reason why I'm liking it so much is because I know they're not done. Like, I know that I haven't actually untapped their potential properly yet.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a quote unquote weaker squad than something that I would try to use that wouldn't work.
Mm-hmm.
So the fact that it is working is massive. Which
Yeah,
also makes me think that I'll be able to potentially kill other things with them down the road.
You can
Stronger
kill
things.
just about anything.
Yeah. So excited.
They're my number one offense team. And I like a close second would be Bad Batch.
Right.
But I think they're better than Bad Batch.
I'm not working on my Bad Batch yet, so yeah.
They're good. Bad Batch is up there.
I will eventually.
Yeah. They're both great. Let's see. So in my matchups, my second one, I won because my ships held on. He couldn't get past my Executor, even though it's only 6-star. But he set his 7-star on defense that I beat with a couple attempts.
Mm-hmm.
And he could not beat mine.
Man. I love when that happens.
But he one-shot all the squads. So I was really glad I pulled out a win there.
Mm-hmm.
And then, because I tried to set a good defense, but he didn't set any of his Galactic Legends.
Oh, so he just cheesed you.
Yes. But you kind of wonder, like he set a strong front wall.
Mm-hmm.
So the Galactic Legends might be in the back.
Right.
Yeah. He just cheesed, got high banners, but then lost in ships.
Oh.
It was great.
It was great.
It was great.
Uh-huh.
And I'm excited for this one because I got my Vandor Chewie.
Mm-hmm.
One of our friends and listeners showed me their Chewie doing well. And
Who
so
are you? Are you making like a smuggler scoundrel
Yeah,
thing?
yeah. So I got him up to Relic 5.
Mm-hmm.
He's my little pet project. I stopped now that he's 5, but he does hit well. This guy showed me a picture of him hitting for like 1 million damage in one hit. I don't know how he did that, but his was Relic 8, so maybe that's a big difference than
Right.
Relic 5. But I can still do like 150,000 with a special for a tank that's meant to keep you alive with revives and protection
Mm-hmm.
off one special. That's awesome.
That's so good.
I can't wait to use them
I need to work
This-
on them.
this Grand Arena.
So many squirrels, so many projects.
Right?
Anyway.
And then before you tell, there was one more thing. Let's see. Oh, I even am so liking Grand Arena. I went back and looked at SWGOH history
Mm-hmm.
to see how people were beating me.
Mm-hmm. You're
And
doing a little scouting.
yes, I haven't scouted yet my opponents. that I'm
Okay,
doing
but
this
you're
week.
seeing like what
Yeah.
people are using
Yeah.
against you.
Yeah, and trying to adjust my teams. There were some surprises,
Mm-hmm.
like Night Sisters beating my Grievous squad
Mm-hmm.
when they were crappy Night Sisters. And there's no way they should have beaten me.
My sisters are weird, man.
Like Gear 12 Night Sisters beating
Yeah.
my High Relic. Like, what the heck?
It's scary. It's a gamble. I don't do it because it's such a gamble.
And then the other one, they used the 501st
Mm-hmm.
to defeat my Ray.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, what the crap?
Yeah.
And I guess that's true. Now that the so Ray, when she does her ultimate,
Yeah.
that's when she'll knock down Skywalker.
Yeah. So you want him standing. Yeah.
But then by the time she can use one of her other specials, he's back up.
Mm-hmm.
So she's got to knock him down again and get
Mhm.
another ultimate again. It's stupid.
It is so stupid. And I almost tried it last week because I was like,
Yeah.
oh, like if I do this, like I got a shot. And then I was like,
Right?
no, I can't. I'm too scared. I was like, I will let you have the win. I'm too scared. And I should have just done it for practice, but
Yeah. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it next time I see it.
it looks terrifying. I want to do it.
So because of that, I tried to change up my team. I'd already set today's defense before I made these edits.
Right.
But for tomorrow's defense,
Mm-hmm.
I tried to brainstorm a team that will hopefully take down Skywalker,
Mm-hmm.
because that's garbage. Taking down my Galactic Legend.
Well, that's why you
Flipping-
gotta like hide her. You gotta make them use him first,
Yeah.
or make them make a choice.
Well, I like the front. Do a strong front.
Yeah.
Because if they can't get past that, I'm golden.
Yeah, that's true. Oh man.
Yeah.
Do we want to look at the fleet meta report? Do we think it's changed? Probably not.
Yes. Let us look.
I don't think it's changed.
Well, last time it was at 82%.
Oh boy.
It's still at 82%.
Still at 82. That is a big chunk of blue.
So it hasn't changed.
Has
You're
not
right.
changed. Cool. Not surprised.
Yeah, not surprising.
Maybe
Quite
by our next
ridiculous.
show it will have changed a little bit.
Yeah. Like I'm waiting for it to be like 90, 95.
Right? The event will have come and gone by the time we record next time, theoretically.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
And last but not least, let's head to Uncle Owen's Moisture Farm to talk about who and what we're currently farming in game. Because everyone knows work comes before going to Tashi's station to pick up power converters. What you got going on, Sarah?
So I just took my Beskar Mando to Relics. I took him to Relic 5. I was like, that's got to help my Executor fleet a little bit.
Did it?
And it's still a crapshoot. Oh, man. So I did that. But I did get, I think it was Tarkin done for my Sith Eternal requirements. So I only have 4 left. They're all at Gear
Good.
12. They're all just
Good.
like, give me the finishers. Give me all of the same finisher. Because God
I know,
forbid.
you need so many.
Why would we have any sense of variety in the gear requirements here? No variety. So literally all I'm farming is gear and gear and gear. And also Dark Trooper shards because I only need like 40 and I'm really excited for him. But yeah, so that's what I'm doing. I also started spending 3 Cantina refreshes a day instead of doing it on relic material. So I'm using my natural Cantina energy on relic material, and then my 3 Cantina refreshes, I'm using them on Aura so I can finish her. And Aura Sing. And then maybe because I mean, like, she's accelerated now, so theoretically I should be able to burn through this pretty quickly.
Do you need her for anything?
I just kind of want to have a cool bounty hunter team.
You don't want her. She sucks.
No, man, she
She has no place.
She can do some. She can get her contract real quick.
What have you seen where she's done well?
She can take down Darth Revan teams, and I need that. I need to be able to take down a Darth Revan team without Skywalker, so that I can use him.
Taking down Darth Revan.
so I can use him
What?
elsewhere. Yeah. So she just looks fun. I also use her in Conquest. She's great for Conquest feats.
What?
Yeah. Yeah. She's tons of fun. So we'll see how that goes. And then all of the new characters are in Cantina now too. So we'll just never finish Cantina.
I know, right?
we
Like
will
all three?
we
All
will
three?
always be trying to farm relic, whatever signal data and not farming it because of Cantina farms.
Yeah. I think that these new, all of them going to Cantina,
Mm-hmm.
it's part of some, maneuvering to where once they have this new galactic legend,
Mm-hmm.
you won't be able to spread your farm out. It'll all be in Cantina
Mm-hmm.
for these characters and the relic materials needed to reach the relic requirements.
Right.
So they're gonna milk out using this as a gate for this new galactic legend, is my theory.
Oh man. Would not surprise me.
I totally think there's a new one coming.
Would not surprise me.
I want to check out Aura Singh now that you said that.
Yeah.
Because I've been trying to build a second bounty hunter team, but nothing's good enough.
So I can't remember the exact requirements of what go on her team, but I know she's lead. I want to say Grief and Mando are there because I feel like Grief and Mando are on all the bounty hunter teams.
That's exactly what I've been trying to get. So I've got my boss Zam team
Mm-hmm.
for defense on Grand Arena.
Mm-hmm.
I need something so that Mando can get his contract off quick enough
Mm-hmm.
so that on offense I can start wiping people out.
Or a Sing lead.
I'll have to try that.
She gets her contract next to Bosk. Okay, don't quote me on this because I am not the bounty hunter person. But I'm gonna say next to Bosk, her contract is one of the fastest ones to get.
So I had like a late night brainstorm session last night when I was trying to come up with new defense.
Mm-hmm.
My new plan, because my aura is only gear 12,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna run a Dengar lead.
What?
Oh yeah. So Dengar lead reduces the enemy's crit damage,
Mm-hmm.
and his contract is damage the healthiest enemy 10 times. That's easier than Bosk lead.
But what if there's somebody taunting?
That's the healthiest enemy.
Is it?
Yes. Much easier. It's much more likely that the character taunting is the healthiest than being able to avoid taunt and hit the weakest, like Bosk is Bosk lead.
This makes me nervous. Dang.
That's going to be the easiest contract now that I'm looking at.
I'm pretty sure if I remember correctly, auras is to damage an enemy
While buffed.
while buffed. I think it's 10 times.
So they're similar. One is being buffed while damaging. The other is damaging a specific enemy.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll check out Aura, but I think Bosk might be a good one too. But that's what I'm going to try this time to try and get it off quick.
Oh man. Please let me know how this goes.
Okay.
I'm curious.
And then if you get his off,
Mm-hmm.
all the enemies have minus 20% offense.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll help you survive even more.
I'm curious how this goes.
I'll let you know. I'll keep you updated.
Love it. All right.
And yeah, that's it. I'm farming gear like you and the new characters.
Are those the only characters you need still? Obviously, because they're new.
Yes. I'm at the point where the only ones not 7-star are any of the new ones that are just becoming released. Like Omega is 82 out of 100. Fennec is 21 out of 85.
Right.
I just got Stormtrooper Han to Gear 12. Vandor Chewie to Relic 5. And my current projects are Queel and IG-11. They're at Gear 12, and it's for them that I'm farming gear.
I like it.
Yeah.
It's
good. It's good. I'm glad there's no Galactic Legend to chase right now for me.
Right now.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Well, that's been great talking with you, Sarah.
You too.
Thanks for joining us, listeners. That ought to do it. And until next time, Chewie, we're home.